be the day of our triumph. Soon, we will establish a connection to the generators and gain full control over the anomalous energy. History will remember our names. That's all.
Here's the man who made this breakthrough possible. Come here. Please. I'd like to talk to you. I hope you had a good night's sleep, Skiff. We're on the brink of the most important event in human history. And I want you to be there to witness it up close. After all, if you hadn't brought us the Alpha artifact, our artifact farm would still be looking for the key to the generators.
What makes the Alpha artifact so special?
It possesses unique properties. The artifact is capable of converting electrical energy into a psi field. It's also incredibly rare. We've never found anything like it in the zone, nor have we been able to replicate it. And it's the only way to connect to the generators remotely.
You can grow artifacts?
It's my primary project here. My pride and joy. We are capable of synthesizing artifacts that are identical to those that occur naturally within the zone. Regrettably, we were unable to replicate the Alpha artifact this way. But that doesn't matter anymore. We have the Alpha now. And it's all thanks to you.
The generators? What are those?
The zone doesn't just exist on its own. It possesses a center, a source. This source is located within the generators, an installation to the north of the CNPP. There's no way for us to get there, physically at least. However, we can establish a remote connection to the generators. That's where the Alpha comes into play. We can solve the energy crisis, reach the outer limits of the solar system, expand our horizons in the study of physics. Your discovery is going to change the world, Skiff.
Confinement breach detected in the cryptobiology lab. Initiating Aegis protocol in Sector C. Please remain calm and have a nice day.
Damn! Aegis means an uncontrolled anomalous exposure. That means a shutdown for all labs. How are we supposed to test the Alpha now? Wait for a special dispensation from the Colonel? How long will it take? Even with all their gadgets, the Ward can only handle anomalous phenomena in controlled lab environments. Against something like this, we're talking days, at least.
What kinds of toys?
Advanced weapons and ammunition. They've already been tested on live subjects. Seems like a misuse of our funding, if you ask me. Once we successfully establish a link to the generators, the zone will disappear, and none of this will be needed anymore.
At this rate, I'm gonna get bed sores from your penthouse couch. Maybe I can speed this up. Remember, the things I've seen in the zone were just as baffling and uncontrollable.
Are you suggesting we skip protocol and go full S.T.A.L.K.E.R on this? It could work. Look for Dr. Kravchenko. He's probably at the ARL now. The cryptobiology lab is his domain. He'll point you in the right direction. But remember, this anomalous exposure isn't your typical zone activity. Our emission protection system has never failed us before.
Attention. Due to Aegis protocol initiation, groups 2105 and 2203 will depart ahead of schedule.
How are we supposed to run the experiment with so little staff? What are we going to do if things go south?
To the rally point
What I
immediately.
really want to know is
Have a nice
whether or
day.
not everyone's getting a raise afterwards.
A stalker? They are kicking scientists out and letting a stalker in.
If another product of Dallin's genius fails, it's easier to hush a stalker than issue a gag order in front of respectable professionals. It makes sense.
I'm speechless. What are they up to?
Are we getting ready for an experiment or a siege? Those soldiers are literally everywhere.
What is more, I am getting the feeling the Wardens know more about what is about to go down than the likes of us. As if we switched places, and now it's us having to follow orders for the...
I need you in the courtyard. Over.
Where am I supposed to find them for you? You think we're doing any better in here? You ain't the only one the Colonel's fucking with.
Take a smoke break, man. You'll calm me down.
Wish I could. The brass are prepping for a siege here. Over and out.
I ran into Leslie today. I thought she never left her office, but... And you know what? She gave me that look.
You think you're next?
Attention. Anomaly Research Laboratory staff, please proceed to evacuation. Please leave your workstations within 5 minutes and proceed to the rally point. Make sure to arrive on time.
Skiff, isn't it? I think we met at Icarus before.
Cravenko? I didn't know you were a big wheel around here.
I'm in charge of the Joint Cryptobiology and Psi Medicine Laboratory. Actually, I don't usually venture out of Circa, but occasionally a special project demands some fieldwork. Follow me. A stalker at the Institute. That's a new one. Do you know an anomaly has cropped up in cryptobiology? No? My colleagues over at ARL reviewed the footage, and they think it might be a spatial anomaly.
How often does this kind of emergency happen here?
Hardly ever. Our security protocols cover every scenario, so everything is always under control, especially when it comes to special projects.
Then how did the anomaly show up despite your security measures?
I have no idea. We have complete control over the appearance and behavior of the anomalies you see behind me. But that particular one developed outside the testing site. In theory, the Institute's emission defenses should have made it impossible. Maybe someone helped it manifest. Sabotage is the last thing we need right now.
What kinds of special projects?
That information is restricted to lab staff. Not even Dr. Dallin has the clearance to access it. So you don't have a prayer.
What are you working on? I'd like to know what's in store for me there.
Simply put, we are studying the zone's various harmful effects, along with ways to protect against them. I am afraid you don't have the clearance for me to be any more specific than that.
All right, I'll go see what you've got there.
Here, take my gun. Korshunov issued these to all the lab managers, but I never thought anyone would actually need them. Professor Herman once mentioned that anomalies like this one always have an entrance and an exit. The cause of its sudden manifestation must lie on the other side. Due to the Aegis protocol, the regular entrances to my lab are sealed. The only way in is through the ventilation system. You'll find the engineering entrance outside, near the ARL building. Please be careful around the specimens of local fauna in the lab. They are quite valuable to our research.
The Stalker? Why'd they let him in?
If they get all these wardens down here, then all staff have to evacuate. Now there's a stalker poaching around. This is a research facility, not an amusement park.
Something's not right. No clerk on the premises. Something's not right.
Ain't no one here.
I thought the war... Wait! Please! Don't just leave me here! I was stuck in the lab when they initiated the Aegis protocol. Can you imagine? I had to lock myself in a cage just to avoid getting devoured by those monsters. You'll deal with them, won't you? Here, take this. It's the key card to the storeroom. Maybe you'll find something useful in there.
initiate the Guardian program. The main purpose is to train the participant to face any dangers in the zone. You're about to go through a series of challenges based on real combat experience. complete. Thank you for participating. Please wait for deactivation to complete.
Jak nie wiesz co zrobić, to wskocz do anomalii. No chyba mi nic innego nie zostało właśnie, żeby tam przejść dalej, to chyba muszę tam przez nią przejść. Nie reaguje na te śrubki, więc może mi też da spokój. Gdzieś mnie przyniosło. Przeszukaj opuszczoną placówkę, okej. Co za dziady. Gdzie to poleciało? Oprócz tych trzech na razie tyle specjalnego nie ma. O.
Skip, you made it here too. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised given what you went through to bring my scanner back to S.T.A.L.K.E.R. I'd say I'm glad you made it through your first night in the zone, but you probably wouldn't believe me.
You bastard. I thought you were dead. And you just took off.
What else was I supposed to do? Fight my way back to you? Things aren't as straightforward as they seem. Come on in. I'll open the door for you.
Gdzie masz wejście, panie? Tam.
I've unlocked the door. Come on in, let's have a chat.
You've got to understand, Skiff. I didn't think I was going to make it out alive either. I thought the ward was coming after me and the scanner. You know what Chornobyl does to people he sees as traitors?
If you're so scared of Chornobyl, why'd you steal the scanner?
Steal? It was my creation. I invented it, not that no-talent hack darling. And you've proven that it works. What else was I supposed to do? Stand by and watch the Institute squander enormous resources on that artifact farm of his? Chornobyl doesn't give a damn about science. When I found out you'd come to S.T.A.L.K.E.R, I realized that my scheme was done for. And so was I. I had no choice but to use an experimental design to create a spatial anomaly. I knew that the ward wouldn't risk going through it. It didn't work, though. We're inside a mothballed section of X-11 now, not outside the Institute as I'd intended.
Gdzie masz te drzwi? Tu? Chyba tu, ale tu... Aha, dziura. Tu jest. A, szklane opiłki. Tu też. Kurczę. Labirynt. Ale się zakamuflował. Tam chyba nie. Kręcę się w kółko. Może tam? Okej, stamtąd wylazłem. To już wiem, gdzie jestem. Jest.
Don't worry, I won't leave you here. I feel like I owe you for that night. Besides, it looks like you've actually brought us the Alpha. This is my accomplishment, Skiff, not Darlin's. The only thing that snot-nosed genius managed to achieve was watching the Second Caribbean experiment. And that's precisely when anomalies and artifacts too began cropping up outside the zone.
Czyli moja chata spłonęła z jego powodu.
My home was destroyed because of Darlin's experiment? And you knew about it the whole time?
What? Darlin failed to mention any outside events. And Korshunov conveniently left out who was responsible for your wild goose chase around the zone. Yes, Skiff, I've been aware of this all along. And so have they. Every asshole in this place has an agenda of their own. At least I tried to help you. I warned you about the attack, remember? But that doesn't matter anymore, and I'm running out of time. I've reconfigured the bubble. It'll take you back to S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Then you can tell Darlin what you think about the price he paid for progress.
Czyli co, kurczę, znowu mam się stąd teleportować. Zobaczę, co tu masz. Nic specjalnego. No to ją. Gdzie mnie przywiał? Tego się nie spodziewałem. Kolejny. Czyli ja będę skakał do miejsc, aż któreś będzie bezpieczne.
The anomaly in cryptobiology is gone. You took care of it after all. I wish all my colleagues kept their promises like you do. Please come see me. I have something for you. As a stalker, I'm sure you will appreciate it.
Co ty możesz do mnie mieć? Znajdź salę D1. Tylko ja nie wiem, gdzie ja jestem. Ciągle na tym kompleksie, tylko za murami. Gdzie on to ma tą D1? Nie ma tu tego zaznaczone nigdzie. Okazuje się, że Herman stoi za wydarzeniami w laboratorium kryptobiologii i medycyny psionicznej. To ten sam człowiek, który zaprowadził mnie do zony i dał mi skaner. On nadal żyje, a to urządzenie to właśnie jego wynalazek. Co do Dalina, jego bezgraniczna ambicja pozbawiła mnie domu. Cóż, przynajmniej teraz już wiem, kto musi za to zapłacić. Pokaż na mapie jest. To jest kurczę za moimi plecami. Wejście pewnie. D1. Markery mnie tam wskazują drogę, więc nie będzie chyba problemu. Chyba, że mnie już tu nie lubią, bo to będzie wojna. Nie, jest spoko.
What if the generators aren't going to work? We have no idea whether they are operational.
We don't. Dolan, on the contrary. Why haven't you left with the others, if you are having second thoughts?
They are not second thoughts, but mere caution. Besides, how could I miss this? I would never forgive myself.
Attention. Aegis protocol has been initiated. All staff are required to follow ward instructions. The safety of S.T.A.L.K.E.R personnel is our priority. Thank you for your
Co ma ochronę? Mogę wejść? Tam już jest D2. Głodniałem.
What do you want when we get to the point? It'll become clear soon enough, Colonel. And no, you won't have to send your men anywhere or put them in danger. For that, we've got...
Speaking of danger...
As I was saying, we need someone who's already got certain qualities. Courage, persistence, endurance.
Any of my men will do.
Not quiet. We need someone who's already had a particular kind of experience in the zone. Basically, we need a stalker. The readings all match up. But to see it with my own eyes, that's something else. A scientific miracle. Alpha. Quarter of century ago, maybe even longer. The artifact that started it all.
It's still going strong, and not just in the zone.
You stalkers with your tall tales. You need to lay off the booze.
The second Caribbean experiment, you asshole! Tall tales, huh? Look at me! I lost everything back on the mainland. And you tell me to lay off the booze?
To the victor go the spoils. This experiment is not going to conduct itself. Stand down.
We had a simple choice. Sit back and just wait for another super emission, or take a chance at get control of the anomalous energy. And look, our gamble paid off. As for your home, you can blame the zone, not me.
Cool it, soldier. The second Caribbean experiment didn't go as planned. During the experiment, the group was attacked by S.T.A.L.K.E.R's saboteurs. They're local stalkers, a thorn in my side. And since they achieved what they set out to back then, you can be sure they'll keep trying to get in our way. You're blaming the wrong people, Skip.
Let's hope that this time, security will be your top priority. So, now that everyone has blown off some steam and is capable of having a civilized conversation, let's move on to the one truly important thing. Science. Do you want to know what's there? Behind the glass? It's the dream of every stalker. The Wish Granter. Also known as the Monolith. It's not a myth, nor is it a deity. It's a sea installation created by scientists from Project X. Instead of rusting away inside the sarcophagus, it's now here at the Institute.
So does this installation really grant wishes?
Well, it can show anyone exactly what they wish to see. A customized illusion of happiness. It's one of its built-in functions. But we're both adults, you and I. We realize that all those who come to the Wish Granter are already enthralled to their own illusions.
Why did you bring the monolith here? Wasn't one failed experiment enough for you?
Skiff, please. Alpha artifacts are a source of power not only for the generators, but for other Project X installations as well. Including those designed to create illusions, like the monolith. If your Alpha artifact activates the monolith now, we'll know it's genuine and can be used with the generators.
My people are trained for this. They will handle it.
The hell they will. It's my artifact. I'll be the one testing it.
To get close to the installation, Skiff.
Everything's under control.
What you want is here, Stalker. Come. What you want is here, Stalker. Come.
I want the zone to disappear.
What you want is here, Stalker. Come. Humanity is corrupt. Mankind must be controlled. What you want is here, Stalker. Come. I want immortality. You will receive what you deserve. I want to be rich. The time has come. I see your wish.
I want this all to end.
Look, darling, this mousetrap still works on stalkers.
Alpha is real. That's all that matters. We don't need this one anymore.
Strider's buddy isn't walking out of here alive. I'm putting an end to this farce. Kill the stalker!
All units, prepare.
Chyba tu nie mam z nimi walczyć, tylko zbierać. Ich tu jest za dużo.
Look, darling, this mousetrap still works on stalkers.
Be careful, Stalker.
Alpha is real. That's all that matters. We don't need this one anymore.
Strider's buddy isn't walking out of here alive. I'm putting an end to this farce. Kill the stalker!
Tylko tu nie ma wejścia. Nie, no muszę to jakoś przemyśleć. To nie ma sensu tak latać. Zostawię sobie na później ten fragment, bo jestem głodny, a 1,5 godziny odcinek wystarczy. Także dzięki za wizytę i do next.